What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another Top 5 on this glorious Top 5 Friday, this Christmas Eve Friday. Merry Christmas to all of you, and thank you so much for watching. It is the year end, so we're doing the top 5 albums of 2021, my personal favorites. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. At number 5.
Let me get you on the flip side.
Sunsetter by Leisure. They snuck it in, man, right in time. This was my album of the month for December, and it's one of the best albums of the year. What can I say? This New Zealand 5-piece just has my heart, man. This whole album all the way through is such a fun listen. It is a perfect title of the album and title of the band. Leisure, you just feel so chill listening to this music. It is both relaxing but also teeth out at the same time. You want to groove to the music. The grooves are great. The melodies are awesome. Songs like Flipside will have you thinking Daft Punk is back. It is just such a fun record, and so glad that it made my list. So now at number 4, Delta Cream by the Black Keys. You knew the Black Keys were going to make my list. I absolutely love this band. I have been a fan since, well, not day one. I didn't hear about them until 2010, probably, the Brothers album. But, I went back and listened to their catalog all the way back to 2002. And these guys just don't put out bad music. And this is such a fun album, doing mostly old blues covers from artists that they grew up on, like R.L. Burnside and some really other cool artists from their neck of the woods, up in Detroit. And they actually play with some of the musicians who used to play with those guys. So it's so cool. Songs like Going Down South and Crawling King Snake, and they still sound awesome. And it's such a breath of fresh air in these days to have a legitimate blues album that is really rocking and raw, recorded live, just great. So that's my number 4. Now at number 3, Horizons East by Thrice. Knew I had to have Thrice on here as well. Thrice, just about any album that they release, pretty much always makes my top 5 somewhere, because they are just, I'll say it again, one of the most consistently great rock bands of all time at this point. I mean, they've got so many great albums, and this probably would make my top 5 Thrice albums list. I mean, just the opening track, one of the greatest openers of their entire catalog. The Color of the Sky is just magnificent, and then all the way through to Robot Soft Exorcisms, just such a cool, alternative. They're doing a lot of different things on here. And then culminating with Dandelion Wine, one of their finest whisper to a scream tracks ever. Dustin Kensrue and the guys just knocked it out of the park once again. And that's my number 3. So now at number 2, An Evening with Silk Sonic by Silk Sonic. Hey, I just got to say, this is just such a fun record that I have not gotten tired of since it's been released. Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak just bringing back the soul and the R&B from the 70s and the 60s, the stuff that we love to hear. This whole album is just ear candy, both from a production standpoint and the songwriting. Songs like Leave the Door Open are just so fun, and you want to sing along. The melodies are great. Songs like 777, just all the way through. And then Bootsy Collins on the record as kind of like this radio announcer weaving in and out of songs. It is just fantastic. Fly As Me. I mean, so many great songs, and they really leave it kind of lean at just 9 tracks, less than 40 minutes, but it's just pure perfection. And that's just at my number 2. Now at number 1, The Million Masks of God by Manchester Orchestra. Manchester, yet another rock band that's so consistently great, and man, did they really push the limit on this one. It almost feels like a concept album, although they may say to the contrary, but it definitely, there's not just a theme, but a storyline that's consistent throughout this record about loss and death and the aftermath and the grieving process that, the Andy Hull's songwriting is never just in your face. You know exactly what he's talking about. There's enough gray area in his lyrics to make you think like, this could just apply to anything, which is what makes it so universal and so beautiful. And there's such a rocking atmosphere on songs like Angel of Death, just one of their best tracks of all of their songs. And then as well, you've got light songs like Telepath, that is one of their most beautiful. And then songs in between like Annie, and ending with the big closer, The Internet, which is so cool. The whole band in fine form. There's not a weak track on this record. Man, the song Dinosaur is also amazing. The way that song builds, it's one of their heaviest things, not just in the sound, but the emotion of it. You can just tell that they were going through some stuff when they made this album, and it comes through in a beautiful and visceral way that I think all human beings can connect with, and that's why it's my number 1 album of the year. If you haven't heard it, please check it out. And guys, let me know in the comments below what you think of my top 5. Let me know what your top 5 albums of the year were. I would love to see it, and check some out if I haven't already. That's what this channel is all about, discovering and rediscovering great music. So guys, thank you so much for watching. We got top 5s every Friday, album reviews, top 100s, so much more. Happy holidays, and thank you for watching. And as always, Viva La Vinyl. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to ring the bell for notifications so you can always see great quality content like you're seeing on the screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting Johnny Radio, and I'll see you soon.